cousin, may she rest in peace right now, she had her father. She was one of the father, like best, the father loved her because he was sick when she was younger. And he was so sick that she went to look for him. He was a teenager. I know the story. The mother used to be a domestic in a place called Brighton. And one day she went to look for her father. And when she went to look for him, he was sick. And she got a taxi and bring him home on the mother bed. And you know what? He was very sick. Very, very sick. So when the mom came home, they had to take him back home where he was. So the father always loved that how she take him home by the mother. Anyhow, she had this close relationship with the father. He had a lot of children. But I know he had a love for her because of what she did. Well, after many, many years, he get old. He was in his 90s when he died, 80s, 90s. And some misunderstanding with him and his family, the children and the family where he was living. Because he was living, with about 4 or 5 children with the mom and everything. And she used to go and see him. And then whatever was going on, she stopped going and see him. That is after was about 30 years, because she was bigger. She stopped going and see him. So one day I asked her, when last you went and see your dad? She said, I don't go. I and my daughter, we went and we prayed with him, and he gave his life to God, and that's all I need to do. I said, okay. Well, yeah, maybe about 3 years, she ain't going, she not going, and I keep saying, go and look for your father. She wouldn't go. Anyhow, the daughter was getting married. And when the daughter was getting married, I said, are you going to come and tell your dad that your daughter getting married? She said, no. I said, no. She said, no. I said, well, let me tell you this. And I told you before, I missed that out. I told you before, you're not going and see your dad, but he will never go until he see you. That is to tell you the love he had for you. And she still wouldn't go. When the daughter going to get married, I said, take your daughter and your son-in-law, even if he can't hear you, because he's in his 90s or so. Tell him, whisper in his ears and tell him that your daughter going to get married and not going to say name. Let him know, and that will be good. She said, who, me? She said, you know what you did tell me? He not going to go until he see me. And with the wedding, I don't want a wedding and a death around the same time. Because, I'll say, he not going anywhere until he see you, So she didn't tell him before the wedding. Well, I think I'll give you a beer thing maybe about a year after the daughter wedding. The sisters had a birthday party down there. She was living out of town. So they kept a birthday party. I think it was the 50th birthday party. Twins. That is his children too. And they invited her, and she came down. And the party was not there, it was somewhere else. And she came down and she went to the party. And after the party, she decided I better go and look for him. She went and she looked for him. Guess what? He died 2-3 days after. And she said, Joel, I afraid you. But it's just the love of God. Sometimes I tell people, certain things. I worry. I don't feel, I'm not perfect. I'm a worrier. I born worrying. I worry for no reason. And I just say, God, just keep me safe. I worry a lot. I love everybody, and that is why I worry. If I didn't have the love, I wouldn't worry. So thank you.